Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video. So today I am going to be doing a little bit of a training time. I haven't done one of these in a while. I think it's been 3 weeks. So this will be good. It's another yap. My last one got a lot of attention, a lot of views, a lot of likes. So that's really good. Thank you guys so much for that. So today I'm going to be doing a yap again, except I want to talk today about the chat filter in SSO because this has been definitely a big thing that a lot of people have been talking about, and I think that I really want to get like my fair share of this because it is definitely something that I don't really appreciate either. I think that they can change some things, and it's not just about what you can't say, it's more about what you it's not just about what you can say but what you can't say. Like, I think it's really ridiculous that forever you couldn't say FR, you couldn't say like for real. I thought that was ridiculous because that's not like inappropriate at all. So I was so confused on why you couldn't say that, and it really bothered me. So there's that. But anyways, we're gonna get straight into this. I'm gonna be training and talking, so I hope you guys enjoy this. You can train as well to this and do whatever you want. But anyways, let's jump straight into this video. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about is kind of like, this doesn't really have to do with the actual chat filter in itself, but kind of the rage and like talk about it is what I really wanted to like address first, because I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers right now are like kind of going after Star Stable for their chat filter, and I completely think that all of their points are valid when they're talking about what's wrong with the chat filter and everything like that. But one thing that's like really weird to me is that it's almost, and it was before the chat filter was actually updated and everything, but it's like they're just now talking about it, and it's okay. I mean, I'm just now talking about it as well, but it just feels like everybody suddenly jumped on like this let's hate on Star Stable's chat filter bandwagon kind of like situation, and I don't understand why people are just now complaining about it if the issue has been like present for who knows how long. So that's like my biggest what the heck, because why are we like all, and maybe one like creator, I don't know who was first, but maybe like one creator just, they were like, this is one of my topics that I want to talk about. They're just like, I want to voice my opinion on this really quick, and then everybody was just like, bandwagon, literally everybody just kept on like, I want to talk about it too, well, I want to talk about it too, well, I want to talk about it too. Like, I don't know if that was a situation or if something happened. If I'm uneducated and I don't know what the heck is going on, please tell me, because I don't want to like seem like a complete fool out here, because I don't know if something specific happened to Star Stable's chat filter and that's why everybody was talking about it. But watching all those videos, they were pretty much just complaining about how the chat filter in general sucks, and it has always sucked. Like, it has always been bad. There have always been things that you should be able to say that you can't say, and there have always been lots of loopholes, like basic words, basic curse words, basic inappropriate and explicit language has definitely been like banned. But there comes a time and place where you have to understand that there's loopholes and people are going to figure out loopholes. So you can't have this like situation where people can still say certain things and you only block the actual word. Like, you have to, like, Star Stable, I feel like they need to grasp that, let's say romance, that is a banned word. However, you can say romance and just replace the A with something, or you can say romance and replace something, and you can still say it. Now, personally, unless it's something really inappropriate or explicit, I don't think that the word romance should be banned. So that's another thing. I don't think certain things should be banned. But they are, and it's sad. It really is sad, because romance doesn't always mean something extremely explicit. And even a child, like even a super young child, that is not something bad. That is not something that should be banned. However, when it starts talking, when you're using breeding, and even that's like kind of weird, but when you're using breeding as a loophole to use explicit language, and you probably know what I'm talking about, with humans, and you're using like you know what I mean, like that's what is Star Stable doing? Because And then you can't even, and sometimes in some instances you can't even blame Star Stable, because if you really think about it, they don't know a lot of things, and I think that they definitely maybe need some more moderators, and actually good moderators, because again, the thing is, they're banning things that they really shouldn't be banning. They're banning things that don't need to be banned, that isn't necessary to ban. And I think what they really need to focus on is figuring out what you should ban. However, they don't know what they should ban, because there's not a proper, and this is the next thing I'm going to get into, there's not a proper way you can report people. So personally, I haven't played Roblox in a really, really long time. I just don't enjoy it anymore. However, one thing I do distinctly remember is being reported for stupid reasons, and I reported somebody once. But the thing about Roblox is, even though a lot of people didn't like it, because if you were doing something wrong, any tattletale could tattle on you. But the thing about Roblox and their chat filter is the fact that literally with a few clicks of a button, you can report somebody for something they said to you, something they said to somebody else, something they're doing, and you can, as long as it has to do with the chat filter itself, or anything in the chat pretty much, you can report that person, and they will most likely, obviously you probably won't see them again, but they will most likely get punished. Literally, I said trust in the game, and that's the only thing I could think of. It was saying trust trade. I technically, one time, there was this game, I think it was Wild Horse Islands, that I used to play. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure there was trading, or some sort of other game. And technically, one time I was guys, we shouldn't be trust trading or whatever. I think I was against it, and I was trying to convince people not to trust trade, and telling the people that were being hey, let's trust trade or whatever. I was trying to be no, let's not. Okay, so me literally just saying that, in the click of a flippin' button, somebody reported I guess me, or somebody reported somebody else, and then when they looked over the chat, they saw us what the heck am I saying? They saw that I said trust trade, and I got banned for saying trust trade. So if that gives you any idea, it's very easy. And while I shouldn't have been banned, at the end of the day it was 3 days, but so I was fine. But you can see that there's an easier, obviously I hope that it wouldn't be as easy for people to just get banned, because then that could be somebody who just didn't like me, or I said something to, and they just didn't like me and wanted to report me or whatever. But think that there's a certain in chat, you can't say a lot of things, and you can say some things, and if you want to report somebody for saying something that they shouldn't be, there's not an option. I don't even know how. I mean, I've never really looked it up. I pretty much just ignore people. I'm not the type to really report people, but I know that it's not in the game. There's no button in where I am right now, in this browser, in this area. There is nothing that I can do to report somebody. So I think you have to go through literally the web browser, the actual website of Star Stable, and I think you have to make a formal complaint and contact them, which is so ridiculous. That's so many steps, there's so many things that you have to do just to report somebody. And I just think it's so stupid. I think it's so ridiculous that there's I don't know. I just it's, first of all, oh my goodness, I keep on failing all of these phrases, and it's really annoying me, so I'm trying to stay on topic, but that is really annoying me. Anyways, continuing. Yeah, that is just one of my biggest things for sure, is that I just feel there is no way that you can report somebody if they are doing something worth being reported for. And then unfortunately it just kind of goes back and forth, because going further into it, then there's those reporters, there's a reporter that is really genuinely concerned about what somebody's doing, and is really thinking that that's affecting somebody, or at least affecting themselves in a very negative way, and it means something to the, oh my gosh, it just failed, oh my god. Anyways, just filming something, and literally, or filming something, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. Sorry, somebody could be literally just living their best life, just doing whatever, and then they don't like somebody, and then they report somebody. And I feel like with Star Stable, they'd be like, so like, fine, here's your stupid, report button. And then I feel like everybody, oh my god, I'm literally going to
lose my mind right now, and I'm gonna go die in a hole because I cannot get this right. I literally cannot finish a race without crashing like 10,000 times, and this train time probably literally sucks because of it. I'm actually done.
Okay, that was a little much. I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a meltdown right there, but I can't. Sorry, I kind of like lost my pace and everything. Like, I'm just not doing hot right now. So, anyways, continuing, I feel like even if Star Stable added a way that you could report people, I just feel like it wouldn't be as effective. And I think that an actual like good chat filter with, obviously it's not going to be perfect, but just like chat filter that doesn't like ban so many things, but also maintains knowing like what you can say and what you can't say. That's like all we want, is just a reasonable chat filter that doesn't have these ridiculous like limits, because there's things you can't say that are ridiculous and then things you can say that are absolutely ridiculous. So like, I just think that we need to improve the chat filter in general, not all this reporting, not all this drama, not all these videos being made about how it sucks. Like, it could just be solved if the chat filter was like, all in all, literally just
better.
Like, it's not that hard. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I know that it's probably really hard to, completely redesign and re-moderate, entire chat filter. But I just feel like there has to be a way that we can make it better. No, I'm not like a code or game designer, but like, I know that there has to be some ways that you can fix this darn chat filter, because why can I not, like I said in the intro, why can I not say, and I know it was fixed, so don't come after me for that, but why can I not say for real for like 2 months? For real? Like, why can I say for real? Okay, I'm feeling really annoying now. But like, it's so aggravating, honestly, and I just want to know, like, why are there so many things that we can't say, but so many things that we can say that are just not right? Like, literally, you can say a number of curse words, and because like my channel is more for kids, I'm not gonna like go on here and just like curse you guys out, but like, I feel like there's a lot of things that you shouldn't be able to say that you can say, and I know that that's how a lot of people feel, and I'm not the only way that feels this way, but like, why you can't, apparently I was watching somebody's video, you can't say disco, actually. You can't say disco, you can't say, there was something else that you couldn't say, there was a really freaking weird, oh, you can't say roam. You can't, like, wild horses roaming, you can't say that because people use it as a loophole for romance, and I think that's ridiculous, because you know what, just don't join that roleplay if it's like that. And no, I don't think that people should be doing romantic roleplays, especially with horses. That's just weird in general. Like, what are you doing? But I think that like, it's just, there's a certain point in time where it gets a little sickening what you can say, and then there's just these absolutely like ridiculous boundaries and limits. Like, I guess I could understand roam because of what it's used to do, like the loopholes, as I was talking about earlier, but at the end of the day, also, it's like, I hate that they used roam as like that loophole, because it's a horse game. Like, come on now, roam, especially like when it has to do with like wild horses, roam is something that you're gonna say a lot, so like, it's just so, there's really no happy ending. No matter like what you do, there's no good outcome. And like, I think that's why all of this chat filter rage is honestly just like, yeah, I just complained for like, what, who knows how many minutes. I just complained about the chat filter and how I'd like it to change. But at the end of the day, we just have to learn to like move on from it and not throw a fit, because there's just a point in time where it's like, what are we doing? What are we fighting about? Because we're just yelling at Star Stable, and then they add in like return, or as a result of, all of the videos and stuff. This is the next thing I want to talk about. Then they released a new chat thing, and this doesn't really have to do with what you can say, not the chat filter, but the actual chat itself now. So one thing I know they changed, I know they did update the chat filter, so I know there's different things you can't say, different things you can't say. I hope you can use quotations now, because also another thing, you couldn't use quotations. Don't know why, but you could not use quotations. You could use the single like apostrophe, but you couldn't use quotations. It's just, again, like, it's just so ridiculous what you can't say. And then there's these awful things you can say. So I think that needs to be changed for sure. But at least, whatever. You can just ignore it and, move on. But whatever. Talking about like complaints and talking about what they did as a result. I'm so sorry. My cats are acting an absolute fool. Oops, it turned on my reshade. Technically, there is just... They released this new chat, and I don't know, like, when Star Stable, like, when we talk about the chat filter, we don't mean change all of the animations. We don't mean update the actual chat box itself. I think they just wanted to do it all in one, but why? Can't you just update it and just, like, Wednesday the chat filter was updated instead of completely revamping the chat? Because now this is what I want to talk about next, because this is probably my biggest issue right now with this whole chat filter thing. In response, they released a new chat, at least I'm assuming in response, because it literally came out 1 or 2 weeks after all of these complaints started happening. So I'm assuming that it was in response. They wanted to just do something with the chat to, shut us up or something. I don't know. But if that was the case, and this was like a result of all of these videos complaining, I have a bone to pick with you, Star Stable, because and I say this as I literally just bought star coins, but that's not the point. Literally, this just boils my blood. So I do RPs, and I know not everybody does RPs, and I know that this doesn't really relate to a lot of people. And then I know that a lot of people do role plays. I don't really do role plays, especially like global role plays and stuff, but I know a lot of people do that. And I know that a lot of people use those animations, and they love those animations, and they've known them forever. But oh my gosh, this boiled my blood, because currently I'm making an RP, and it should be posted around Wednesday. I know I haven't posted one in a hot minute, but it should be like Wednesday or Thursday that it's posted, by the way, guys. But I was looking, and I was gonna use the talk animation, and why is this goofy big smile in every single animation? The ugliest, weirdest, goofy, too nice kind of smile in every single animation. Why? Just why? And then on top of that, there is literally like there's this, so if you guys know, again, this only really relates to people. I'm about to fail to an NPC. This is so embarrassing. For any of you guys that know my RPs and stuff, or if you just watched RPs before, you guys know that oh my god, did he beat me? Hold on a sec. I gotta pause for a sec. Okay, I did. I was about to say, if an NPC beat me, I would literally cry. Anyways, we're looking at stuff. Alright, we're good. We can move on. But anyways, so yeah, I was like, what the heck? Because the don't understand, the happy, the not listening animations that we like use, our peers, that they use as like animations to, oh my god, he's beating me again. They use as like animations to do certain things and tasks, such as like tacking up your horse, getting your helmet on, and doing all sorts of stuff. A lot of the animations we use for that, and tell me why they changed them. So now there are no oh my god, that NPC just beat me and just waited forever.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. I literally can't do this anymore. I'm gonna bash my head inside a window. Oh my need to win against this stupid NPC, because I swear I would not see the light of day if I don't beat this NPC.
Anyways, again, I had a little bit of a meltdown, but point is, I really hate the new animations that were added, because especially for my RP, they actually suck. I hate all of them. The talking, the feeling, the emotions, the doing, like literally every single type of animation was fixed, and every single animation was edited. Like literally everything was revamped. And then the literal chat itself, like they just decided to add some like embroidery, or like not embroidery, like they add like little borders around. Oh my god, I just felt again. They added little borders on the chat filter. I should have showed you guys, but they literally added little borders on the like friends, say, global, everything like that, and called it a day. I don't know why they felt the need to like revamp that, because it's literally the same thing. Like, there wasn't really a reason to revamp it or anything. So that's like my personal opinion, but that is pretty much the end kind of my rant thing kind of thing. What did I just say? Anyways, because, you know, I don't want to go on and on and on, just because like I think it's made pretty clear that the chat filter kind of sucks. So you know what, maybe just don't chat. I mean, I don't chat as much anymore. But yeah, you know what they should have changed? They should give you like, never mind. I was gonna say they should like have it so that when you do your animations, it's not in global, because it's so annoying. Like, I don't want everybody to see me like spamming global with "you want to talk" whenever I'm filming my RVs. So I have to like find a friend who doesn't mind it like flooding the friend chat, and I don't think they see it, but like it's like the only way you can make it so that you don't see it, but that's not really necessary. Point is, I think the chat filter has a lot wrong with it, and it could definitely be improved. But I think that's pretty much the end of my rant. Okay, so this brings me to the end. I'm done. This is a very passionate yap. So I hope that you guys enjoy this as always. This was definitely this was a good one to film. I think I got my fair share. I got my whatever needed to be said, like, was said, and it's done. So anyways, I appreciate if you made it to the end of the video, all of you guys that did. I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.